Oilers clinch another thrilling Game 7 against Canucks, radical NCAA lawsuit unfolds. Another night when a Game 7 blowout quickly turned into a close game. The Oilers' 3-2 win in Vancouver was tense. Edmonton shushed the Canucks crowd via 3-second period goals, the kind of scoring we'd expected from the Oilers all season. Doing that on the road was all the more impressive. Then, in a third-period flash, life for the Canucks. Connor Garland scored with just under 9 minutes to go. Philip Hronek added a second goal with less than 5 minutes left. Simultaneous tension and joy filled the airwaves. The last few minutes featured a pulled goalie and multiple chances to tie the game, but goalie Stuart Skinner held, and our NHL Final Four is set. Eastern Conference Finals, Rangers vs. Panthers, starting tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Western Conference Finals, Oilers vs. Stars, starting Thursday. Quick peek, do the Pacers have a chance? We had a lovely day of rest from the NBA playoffs. Today, a busy week begins. 2 quick notes on each conference finals series. Starting tonight, Boston should roll over Indiana. The Pacers have earned their way here, yes, but they've also beaten 2 teams, Bucks and Knicks, each dealing with significant injuries. The Celtics will miss Kristaps Porzingis for at least the first 2 games of this series, but even without him, Boston, the NBA's best team this season by record and most other metrics, is a massive favorite. Still, these Celtics are prone to producing unexplainable stinkers. I have no idea what will happen between the Mavericks and Timberwolves. Minnesota is riding a vibes high after beating the defending champs in 7 games. I love that the state has already bought bringyas.com, a reference to Anthony Edwards' invitation to Charles Barkley. Dallas might have the best 2 scorers left in these playoffs, and has been a completely different team since acquiring PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford at the trade deadline. Do you trust Edwards or Luka Doncic more? I can't wait to find out. The Bounce will have more on both of these series this week. News to know. Tagovailoa with team during talks. Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa is present for Miami's OTAs, even as his agents and the team discuss a long-term deal. Tagovailoa has just 1 year left on his contract and is in line for a massive payday. He skipped voluntary workouts in an attempt to speed up negotiations, but nothing has materialized yet. I'm curious whether the Dolphins decide to pay him $50 million plus per year. Auburn RB in critical condition. Senior Brian Batty remains in critical condition after a shooting in Sarasota, Florida, over the weekend, Tigers coach Hugh Freeze said yesterday. Batty's brother Tommy died in the shooting, while 3 others were injured. Scottie Scheffler's arraignment has been moved to June 3, as Scheffler's attorneys continue to gather evidence about the case. Wide receiver Devontae Parker, 31, signed with the Eagles 2 months ago, and announced his retirement yesterday. Gotham City FC will play Chelsea women in an August friendly. USMNT announced its training camp roster ahead of Copa America, which includes a lean toward experience and, surprisingly, for strikers. Looming, the NCAA settlement chase. A single lawsuit, House versus the NCAA, could soon become a household name, excuse the pun. At stake is the entire college sports revenue model. We have plenty of time to sort through this, but I want to highlight a few quick things as this plays out. The plaintiffs, including former Arizona State swimmer Grant House, seek to compensate pre-nil college athletes who were barred from earning revenue. Imagine the back pay for decades of nil loss. The scope is impossibly large, and the NCAA possibly stands to lose $20 billion if the suit goes to trial. Thus, administrators are frantically trying to agree on a settlement. The current settlement proposal contains 2 core tenets: $2.7 billion in back pay damages, plus implementation of a system going forward in which about $20 million can be distributed from power conferences directly to athletes. In other words, a radical rewrite of the past century plus of college athletics. Immediate impact: this would further separate college football from the rest of college athletics, and more so separate the richest football programs from mid-majors. How? The bigger TV deals enjoyed by the SEC, Big Ten, and others would mean bigger payouts for athletes. Rich get richer, etc. The NCAA and power conferences are expected to vote on the settlement this week. The ramifications of this are staggeringly deep.